Hello and welcome to my Tarot and Oracle deck collection series. The series will be divided into multiple parts, each with its own theme. So please grab yourself a hot coffee or a nice drink and sit back while I showcase my entire deck collection that is current in 2021. Hello, welcome to my Deck and Oracle collection series. This is part one. I'll be talking about all my cartoonish and fun style decks in this section. So I'm starting off here with the Bonefire Tarot, which is a Gabby Angus West deck. She's an Australian artist and this is a very well known deck. This is the mass market one and it is glossy because of that. This is very much like a tattoo style deck. Tattoo style artwork. Just looking at this, there's a little purse here. 6 of coins. I like this card. And the wheat growing. It's very, very colourful, extremely vibrant. Look at that, Page of Wands. All those apples. It's really a wonderful deck. I haven't used a lot of it. When I wanted to do this series, I got all these cards out for this section and I decided I'd play with them all for 2 weeks, just so I had a fresh look at them all and a fresh perspective on all the decks. And this one sort of was one of the ones that stood out for me as one of the ones I want to use a lot more. This one's gorgeous, isn't it? 7 of Cups. That is a great depiction of the 7 of Cups. So I love her choice of colours. She just sort of does whatever she wants with the colours and it really comes together well. Lots of fruit in this deck. Pineapples and apples and coconuts. Here's our King of Coins looking very jolly and plentiful. Lots to look at in every picture. It's, you know, you can really take your time. I love this kite. Isn't that gorgeous? And the birds on her dress. Number 13. Yeah. It's just got attitude, which I like. So there's our Fool card. I like the, yeah, here's her wand with the bag and her boots. And there's our Hierophant. Yeah. And the Lovers. So that is the Bonefire. Mass market edition. Up next we have the Sakisaki Tarot. This is the first edition where there was 3,000 decks made. It comes in a flimsy box, but I still really like the box because it's so colourful and wonderful. And it's numbered and comes with a little white book. There is going to be a second edition that I've heard, and it's going to have heads on a lot of the bodies that in the first edition there aren't always heads on the bodies. So in the second edition there will be, because apparently that annoyed some people. It didn't bother me. So this is also a really colourful deck. I don't feel it's anywhere near the same vibe as the last deck as Bonefire, but it is definitely got its own thing going on. The colours are far different and quirky, crazy, I would call it a bit. I adore the black and white in this deck and the grey. It all feels like fingerprints to me, like smudges, and I love it. 2 of Rods. I love these little wheels everywhere. It's very unusual. Everything is very unusual about this deck. 2 of Rods, 2 of Swords. Yeah. This deck you can really just take your time looking at the pictures because they're so great. 8 of Coins. Yep. The Knight of Swords. So here's a missing head. And all this black and white again in the background. And the Hierophant's a little more colourful. the Fool, Nine of Cups, and the Chariot with two dragon-like animals. I'd be curious to see what the second edition is going to look like. It should be great. I love these borders. They're really fun and really happy. This is a great deck if you've got someone who's a little intimidated by tarot. This deck would really put anyone at ease. Yeah, I just love what she's done with the black and white and the backgrounds. It's great. It's a really good balance. The Devil. I like all these little creepy dudes in the background. Oof. Ten of Swords. And our Tower. That's a great Tower card. So that is the Sakisaki. So up next I have the Star Tarot. It comes with gold gilding that I trimmed off, and I replaced it with this multiple metallic colours, just because I felt that it matched the deck a lot more than just plain gold. So this deck is absolutely stunning. The colours are beautiful. Look at this line just here, and the unicorn, and the rainbow, and all the pretty little things. This deck, I feel, is quite young. It could be read for someone who's quite young, but I find it very inspiring, very heart-centered, nurturing, caring, lovely. Look at this, how his foot is in this water. That's also reflecting like the stars and the moon and the sun. This is Temperance, of course. And the rainbow and the wings. Yeah, it's gorgeous. And look at just even the colours in the sky. And we've got Death. Yeah, it's really pretty. I don't know if it comes up as good on the camera as it does in real life, but it's stunning. Nine of Pentacles. All these colourful horses in the background. It's just stunning. Six of Cups. That's one of the earthier colours, isn't it? Cards. Four of Swords. Yeah, beautiful deck. Very, very cosmic, obvious, you know. Very gorgeous. That is the Star Tarot. So up next I have the Ellis Tarot. It comes in this great sturdy box. So it's really easy to get in and out, and it fits really snug. So I haven't got a bag for it or anything. These are the wonderful bags. So not reversible, but just wonderful. I love them. And then we've got extremely glittery gold gilding. And then this deck also is very colourful, like the Star Tarot, but less sweet, I would say. My teenage son loves this deck. It's got a lot of blue and green people in the deck. I love the choice of colours throughout the whole deck. It's got quite a lot of earthy colours, especially for the Pentacle suit. I love this smiling lion. Yeah. Five of Cups. Yeah, so I use this deck a lot for family matters because I have 3 teenage sons, so it's great to use as advice for them. In raising them, what to do next, you know, how does such and such feel, those kind of questions. It's a great deck. I feel like it's just great for teenagers in general. Here's our Fool card. I love the trees. And look at our Knight of Rods. Yeah. I love this magician. Look at his feet. They're funny in a way. He's standing there with lots of extra arms. Ten of Pentacles. So this is one of the Pentacle cards that I was talking about that have beautiful colours. And then the swords. I love the swords and all the bird and crow type animals. Look at the... Oh, I love these colours for the swords. It really suits it. And it's grey with a shovel, like he's digging for information, or he's, you know, got a magnifying glass, being a bit of a spy, having little birds talk in his ear. Yeah, but even it just the colours really get you. That grey really gets you for the swords, I feel. And we've got the Empress here. I quite like the blue hair and the blue skin. I've always liked blue people for some reason in decks. Three of Rods. This one's wonderful. It just makes you feel like you're in the jungle, ready for some action. Seven of Rods. Very good. See, yeah, I just feel like, and I've read, my son loves this deck. This is one of his favourites. And it's just not scary. It's really colourful, cool imagery. Temperance. That's a wonderful Temperance. And the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I like her headdress. Beautiful colours, beautiful imagery. Oh, look at that Sun card. I love it. The World as well. It's great. And our Ten of Swords. That is the Ellis Tarot. This is the 5th edition. So next I have Playful Tarot by Kitten Chops. This deck is created by Usi, which is the same creators, well, the same cardstock as Pagan Otherworlds. So it's a Pagan Otherworlds, and what other deck have they done that I've got? I've got 3, but I can't think of the 3rd one at the moment. Oh, I love this deck as well. Some people thought this deck was cute, but I never ever saw it as cute. It's just got too much mood in it. Obviously it's childlike, so much of it is childlike, but just these ghosts. This is the Moon card. It's got an eye. It's just too what's like dark and like the now we're coming up to these bright happy colors, but yeah, I just never just saw it as a cute deck. Nothing like a cute deck for me. I love these little guys down here. Aren't they gorgeous? Number 1. That is adorable. So that's a cute card. That's adorable. We've got the 3 of Swords. You can see all these little faces down the bottom. Not looking overly happy. And it's beautiful the way the heart's painted. If we can just focus, that would be great. It's just the brush strokes on the heart are beautiful. And I love all the moody colours behind it. All the dark clouds and the feathers. And it's been stabbed by roses with thorns. And here's our beautiful Empress. Isn't that a colourful, beautiful, gorgeous card? I kind of want to be her right now, actually, in a garden like that. That looks really pretty. We've got Blind Justice with the scales in her heart. That's adorable as well. So it is cute, but I just never saw it as just a cute deck. I just saw so much emotion in it and so much beauty. So even though it is actually cute. Four of Wands. I love these little candles, how they've got hands. It makes it feel like they're alive. And they're part of the scene as well, part of the party. Four of Swords. That's a lovely card. This one's great. She looks like she's Page of Pentacles. Not so studious. She looks a little like a Page of Wands to me there, like a little bit like ready for action. But gorgeous anyway. I like this one. The Tower card. Look at their faces. And Three of Pentacles, and they look like little onions. Yeah, that's unreal. I love this. This is sweet. This is a beautiful deck. Oh. This is one of those decks where you just want to get a backup copy in case. But I don't think I really... Yeah, it's not really my style to get to. It's just too expensive to get backup copies for the decks you like. But this is just lovely. Knight of Pentacles, that's adorable. I love him. So that is... Oh, look at these little ghosts. The Nine of Swords. Yeah. So that is Playful Heart by Kitten Chops. So next I have Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. Look at these backs. They're pretty unique. Very arty. Okay, I just had to put it on pause so I could put them all the right way up, because this one I read reversals with. So this is a very arty sort of deck. So you can see the trees, everything's distorted, and the colours are all whatever the artist felt like. This is death with a snake coming out of a skull. Yeah, this is a very cool deck, I feel, as well. Very unique and interesting. I love playing with this one. There's something fun about it. And beautiful. Very young as well, I feel. A very young deck. Kind of like the Ellis Tarot a little bit, in the way that it's young. This is the Two of Wands. And Two of Hearts. I like this one. The Four of Pentacles. Just beautiful, isn't it? I think, oh, I love this one too. The Lovers. They're just in their own little world. The Six of Cups. Yeah, this is, I don't know what to say about this deck. I think it's something, I suppose, I've heard some people don't like it or something, but I really like it. It's lovely. This one's cool. Nine of... She's like Catwoman. The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. That's actually one of my favourite in the deck. The Empress. I like this one too. Four of Swords. The Devil. Not at all scary, this deck either. So, just beautiful, fun, colourful, unique, and artistic. So that is Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. Here we have the Wonderland Tarot. This is a wonderfully colourful deck, and I just love everything Alice. So, one of the things I felt was slightly weird was how old she looks in some of the pictures, because Alice should be a child in my mind. I love this magician. How colourful is it and vibrant, and these mushrooms. I love how it's the smoke is forming the four elements. And the star. I love this because I remember reading the first one, Alice in Wonderland, and just at the end, when we got to the end, when you finally hear this, when Alice comes back into the normal world, and we hear the sister talk about how she has hope for Alice, you know, because of her imagination, and she hopes the best for her. I just remember how strikingly different it was and change of pace in the book when we finally came back to reality, because things were just getting completely crazy in the final scene where it was the courtroom and everything was just going completely crazy, and then all of a sudden we're back with a sister who's so calm and rational and beautiful and mature and wise. See what I mean by Alice's face? She looks kind of like she's 40, 50 years old in a way. But here's our Hierophant, the caterpillar again. Temperance, it's a great card for temperance because of the mushrooms. Having too much would make her too big. The hangman, which matches the little bag I've got for the deck. And I love this. Of course, the fool has to be jumping down the rabbit hole. It can't be anything else, can it? This is gorgeous. Very colourful deck, very, very beautiful, very storybook. Really perfect and child. I just don't know why they made Alice look like that rather than look like a child. She's sort of got a big head too for her body a bit. The High Priestess. The Knight of Wands. Our Four of Cups. And the King of Cups. I like how Rider-Waite Smith this one is, where he's still floating on the plank in the water. A Page of Wands. Yeah, the Five of Wands. Very cute. Yeah. Beautiful deck. That's the Wonderland Tarot. So up next we've got another Ellis Tarot deck by Bubba Studio. We've got that beautiful scene again with the caterpillar on the mushroom. And again here I find Alice is too old for my recollection of when I read the book. She was still a child, where here she looks like she's 15 or so years old. But anyway, beautiful box, really nice feel to it, sturdy, great. I love the red lining in the middle and all these reflective rabbits. It's beautiful. And the backs of these cards are so satisfying. I love how beautiful that is. I almost didn't get this deck just because I was annoyed at how old Alice was in the pictures. She looks more younger than the Wonderland Alice, because she looks at least like a teenager, where in the Wonderland one she looks like she could be a mother. But this deck has some of the most beautiful pictures. Like, look at this tree and all the floor, how detailed it is. It's gorgeous. That is the King of Swords, who's having what looks like just to be a rest. Oh, I just had to put the cards all facing up the right way. With this has got the they call it cold stamping, I think. It's got the reflective gold anyway in it. This one not so much. But with Bubba Studios, I love how they have made good use of all the wonderful themes also in Alice, the Wonderland story, where they've got lots of tea parties and beautiful lavish sort of scenes, and they really don't hold back. Like, even the costumes of the bunny are beautiful, and the tablecloth and the teapot's beautiful. Everything's really done to the highest standard, and there's lots of animals involved, which I love. 6 of coins, so she's handing out sweets. And I love all these animals, they're beautiful. And the wallpaper, it's all just so gorgeous. Knight of Swords. And there's lots of action in the cards, as in there is in the Alice story. So I originally wasn't going to get this deck, and it was mainly because I was annoyed with Alice being so old looking. But I'm really glad I did, because I love the way it reads. For me, it's very much, I feel like almost I'm Alice and I'm getting advice from an older, much older lady who's really down to earth and normal, I would say. But yeah, it's a lovely deck. I love the cake and all the food there at the table. This is for 2 of Cups. And I love Humpty for the Tower. This one, oh, I feel so bad for the mouse being squashed in there. This one's funny with the piggy at the table. Nine of Swords. So that's the Alice Tarot. In keeping with our Alice theme, we've got Dame Darcy's Queen Alice Tarot here. It also comes in a beautiful box that's clamshell with this gorgeous inner decorations. There's a card there. There's just flowers. And it's magnetic, which is really good. And I love the backs of these cards. It's like a playing card style back. It's gorgeous. It's got a pretty little silver gilding to it. And this is very much comic book style art. So it's pretty, I feel it's really a really fun deck, and I use it also for I feel it's got a lot to do with love and romance with all these flowers through the deck. There's so many flowers and love hearts, and I feel it's very feminine. Even though it's comic book, it's just so feminine. It's really pretty, and I love this world card. It's really just pretty and ultra feminine. The Queen of Cups. She's gorgeous there, sitting on the branch of a tree. So many cards have these flowers, or love hearts. Yeah. And this is gorgeous. You've got the caterpillar, flamingo, Alice, unicorn, and a lion. Yeah. There's so much inspiration with the Alice in Wonderland book, and I think all these 3 decks have really just gone into it and got the most out of it. 10 of Swords. That is Humpty after he has fallen down. The Death card. The Nine of Cups. Piece of a chessboard in a cup. Strength is gorgeous. This Page of Cups is really sweet. So Alice does look a bit younger in this deck, sometimes a little bit older, like she looks a bit older there because just the angle. But again, we've got 6 of Wands with so many roses. So yeah, I do like this deck. It's great for, I think, relationship advice, in particular romance or love or along those lines. 9 of Cups. Yeah. This is unreal. I love this Sun card. Beautiful, beautiful. She fills up all the space of the card, which I love. And I also like when the font is part of the artwork. This is the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. And Temperance, again, they've gone with the mushroom, choosing how much to eat of the mushroom. And there's our Emperor card. Yeah, beautiful deck. That is Queen Alice by Dame Darcy. Next we have the Delos Tarot, the 2nd edition. They're the beautiful colourful backs. And it's very, very similar to the 1st edition, just very different colours, so each card is different. The colour choices are different, and some of the artwork has changed. But most of it, it's generally this very, very similar deck. The cardstock is very different. This one is glossy, you can see. And it sort of sticks together a little, the deck, I find. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is beautiful. I love this chair and the little rabbit. This deck and the first edition, I think, are absolutely beautiful. They read better than I imagined, and I think a lot of it is to do with the colour choices. But yeah, this is a deck where I had a much stronger connection than I imagined. I just thought initially it was so cool and so fun, and I just really wanted to look at it and play with it. But then when I actually read with it, it did blow me away. So it's got just beautiful little details, like the beautiful little berries here and the little cat. You can see. It's gorgeous, and the faces are cute, and the little bird. It's gorgeous. It's the Tower card. And the Nine of Wands. See, the colours are beautiful. That, in real life, it's more aqua, but up on my screen it looks much darker blue. But it's so much lighter in real life than what it looks like there. The Four of Pentacles. The King of Swords. And the Eight of Cups. Yeah, beautiful deck. That is the Delos Tarot, 2nd edition. Then next we have the Delos Tarot, 1st edition. And this is by far my favourite cardstock. It is nowhere near as glossy, and it feels much nicer. It's like butter. It's beautiful to shuffle. It never sticks like the other one really sticks. So it's a shame they changed the cardstock. The colours in this deck are gorgeous as well. See, I love this Empress. It looks beautiful. The water's gorgeous, her face is gorgeous, her dress, her shoes. Everything about the artwork is lovely. I love the backgrounds. I've seen this deck trimmed and it looked incredible the way Dawn Michelle did it. I loved the way she did it. But this is one of my all-time favourite backs for a card. It's got the purple and the blue little stars, and I just would hate to touch that. And I like it just like this anyway, so I'm not going to be trimming mine. But if I could ever get a second copy, I would love to trim it and just have those wild, I'd probably choose exactly what she did and have those wild colours that she chose to edge it, because it looked so wonderful. I love this page and how colourful his little fish is. The beautiful deck. The Queen of Pentacles. The Empress. Very, very cute. But for me, the most amazing thing about this deck is the colour choices. It's very moving and captivating. I love how these little wands have got little heads on the end. And that's a beautiful Knight of Cups. It's got music. And there's always beer in all the cups. This Fool is very lovely as well. And some of the backgrounds look really dirty, but that's the way it's supposed to be. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous deck. So that is the Delos, the 1st edition. Here we have the Silhouettes Tarot, which just comes in a little tuck box. They're the backings. And then it has some silver gilding. And so every picture looks like To me, it looks sort of like a stained glass window, but you know, it's a silhouette. There's lots in the background, and sometimes it takes me a second to really see all of the picture. Sometimes there's just one part that grabs me, and it takes me quite a while to see something else that's going on around on another section of the card. It's color coordinated, so the cups are blue, the swords are purple, the pentacles are green, and what's the other suit? Swords, cups, wands are orangey. So we've got the 8 of chalices here, or the 8 of cups. Here's 10 of wands. And here is the Chariot. So this is like one of those cards I was talking about where it can be a little, like, it's not hard to see, but you can see there's a man here, he's holding a branch. There's 2 horses here, and there's a wheel. But sometimes it just takes a second to really grasp the whole picture. And the font is quite hard to read as well, I find. I think maybe if they put a white background behind the title, it would have been easy to see, but because the whole picture's like that, I'm always looking really hard at it just to make sure that I know what it is. I love this picture, the 6 of swords. This one's quite cool, the 6 of swords. So they're going by umbrella rather than a boat. Yeah, 6 of wands. It's quite a peaceful deck, and I find it's got a very straightforward reading style. Here's our devil. So you've got the 2 here. They look like children almost, tied up, but by our devil. A very straightforward way of giving advice, and it's like there's no shades of grey. It's just black or white. When I read with this deck, I feel things get simple in a way. 4 of pentacles, so he's holding all his pentacles. 10 of chalices. 8 of swords. So we've got like a spider web type thing, but also these nasty thorny looking branches growing in. She's got wings. The hangman is the most colourful because most of the cards just sort of have the one colour or different shades of the same colour. There's our strength card. So yeah, the majors have more colour variation than the minors. King of swords and 2 of wands. There's some really gorgeous, I'd love to show you if I can find it. It's like these, in the pentacles, they look like little Mickey Mouse figures. It's very cute. There's Judgment. See, I do like the pentacles probably the most in this deck. That's the 6 of pentacles. And the 2 of swords I really like. I'll see if I can, that's temperance, which is pretty. I can see another pentacle. There's another pentacle, so you've got more of the Mickey Mouse fellas. Ace of pentacles. And our Fool. So that is the Silhouettes Tarot. Up next I have 3 decks that are all the 78 tarot from their collection. It's a global art collection, it's called. This one here is 78 Tarot Astral. So tarot in space. It's a limited edition. And then inside it's a magnetic box and all of the artists have put their signature there, and you get this fairly substantial little white book. And it's, all reflective and everything, which is pretty. And that's the backs, which are pretty nice. There's no gilding. This one's different to the other 2 in that it has the title and the artist's name in a white border like that. Oh, this is the extra cards, and then we have the tarot here. So that's our Fool, which is extremely cute. Magician. This is in order. Yeah, that's quite cool, that card. You've got the Sword, the Pentacle, the Earth, and the Cup. And that's a very cool Magician card. There's our High Priestess. The Empress. Or Emperor. The Hierophant. Chariot. On a mission somewhere. I like this Justice card. And the Hermit. So we'll go to some of the minors. The Sun. That's the World. Two of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. The Five. And then some court cards. We have a Page. A Knight riding a octopus type alien animal. We have our Queen of Pentacles. And our King. And then the Swords. Yeah, I'd like to see more of this, where they put the astrological signs there. I'd love to see more of that in the deck. Eight of Swords. Ten of Swords. Here's our Knight of Swords, looking like he's enjoying himself. And then the Wands. Page of Wands. Very cute pages. And the Knights are pretty active. Two of Cups. You remind me of David Bowie a little bit. Three of Cups. Oh, this is sweet. Four of Cups. Five of Cups. And look at the Moon. Well, that's adorable, isn't it? Seven of Cups. 10. A Page. Most peaceful of the Knights so far. Queen of Cups. And the King. So that is the Astral Tarot. This here is the Elemental Tarot, which is the second one of my 78 tarot collection. It's Tarot of the Natural. And here are the backs, which matches the box, which is also another magnetic box. And the backs are one of the most unique backs I've ever seen. They're so glossy and gold, aren't they? And you've got the gold sides as well, the edging. Some cards I really like a lot more than others. This one I like. It's the Three of Earth. I can really get a Three of Pentacles feeling from that. Seven of Water is gorgeous. I love the clarity in this picture. I love this one. This one's gorgeous. This one's lovely. Five of Air, Five of Swords. So I adore everything about this card. How messy her hair is, all her wounds. And look at the look in her eyes. The birds in the sky, the gloominess. It's gorgeous. That's beautiful. The Two of Earth. The Six of Earth is one of my favourite in this deck. It just makes me think of communicating with your ancestors, making an offering to them. Sometimes there might be an exchange between you two, yourself and your ancestors, or not just ancestors, but anyone who's passed. That coin might mean something to him or her. Or even that they care, that they receive it, that it means something to them. It's really quite nice. Yeah, that's a very nice card. The Three of Water, Three of Cups. There's Gabby Angus West, who's an Australian artist, and she created the Bonefire Tarot and the soon-to-be released Avatar Tarot. It's got bloodshot eyes and little birds in them, if you can see the little birds. I like the feathers through the nose and out the mouth. It's a very cool card. And the third eye's there. Oh, that really gives you an Eight of Swords feeling, doesn't it? Page of Earth. I like this one too. Page of Earth has been stalking me for 2 months or so. Four of Earth. Yep, so another pretty deck. Just focusing on the elementals. That is the 78 Tarot Elemental. And then the last of my 78 tarot decks is the 78 Mythical, what's it called? Mythical. Just 78 Tarot Mythical, Tarot of the Legendary. This one is, I'd say, my favourite of the three that I have. Its pictures are just a little more edgy and a little more cool, I just find. I love this Ten of Pentacles, that's beautiful. Really colourful. Eight of Cups, gorgeous as well. Here they are leaving. That's a beautiful sunset or sunrise. And look at this Nine of Swords. Ouch. Bags not being her. You got the Knight of Wands, which is pretty fiery. Yeah. Strength card. And a Seven of Swords with a fox. There's the next deck they have is the Ecological Deck. And I actually am an ecologist. That's what I studied at university. But I didn't order the deck, and I'm not sure if I'm going to. Sometimes with these themes, sometimes I don't want them to, I don't know if it's forced. I just want to see probably a walkthrough of the deck before I buy it. They have a lot of the pictures up, and I did like it, but I've already got 3 of these, so I'm not sure if I really want a 4th. Oh, the Three of Pentacles. That's adorable. Yeah. It's just so shocking when every card is so different because we have different artists. It is quite shocking, but for some reason it still really reads well. This is a cool card. So that is the Mythical Tarot. Up next I have the beautiful Dame Darcy Mermaid Tarot. Just in general, I love Dame Darcy. It's got a magnetic box as well. These are probably my least favourite backs of all her 3 tarot decks that I've got, but I still don't mind it. But I do love I don't know what colour that is, but it's gorgeous. And it's glittering. It's gorgeous. And then you've got this beautiful colour border, which I adore, and all the colours they're just all muted, and it just feels so old-fashioned, this deck. And it feels vintage, even though it's fairly new. I love this. Look at her beautiful hair. Yeah, another incredibly feminine deck. I think all her decks are really feminine. That's the Star. the Four of Swords. Yeah. So this deck I find is really chatty when I read with it. It's just really easy to read and easy to pull a lot of cards. This one here has got interesting colour. Yeah, that's lovely actually. The Six of Cups, that's so sweet. So yeah, I find this one's just like talking to a girlfriend or something. It's just really easy to get a thorough good. Oh, the Three of Pentacles. That's adorable. Yeah. It's just so shocking when every card is so different because we have different artists. It is quite shocking, but for some reason it still really reads well. This is a cool card. So that is the Mythical Tarot. Up next I have the beautiful Dame Darcy Mermaid Tarot. Just in general, I love Dame Darcy. It's got a magnetic box as well. These are probably my least favourite backs of all her 3 tarot decks that I've got, but I still don't mind it. But I do love the, I don't know what colour that is, but it's gorgeous. And it's glittering. It's gorgeous. And then you've got this beautiful colour border, which I adore, and all the colours are, they're just all muted, and it just feels so old-fashioned, this deck. And it feels vintage, even though it's fairly new. I love this. Look at her beautiful hair. Yeah, another incredibly feminine deck. I think all her decks are really feminine. That's the Star. The Four of Swords. Yeah. So this deck I find is really chatty when I read with it. It's just really easy to read and easy to pull a lot of cards. This one here has got interesting colour. And you've just got mermaid themes throughout. You know, it's all about the ocean, the coast, pirates, ships, and things like that. And I love this shark. The knights are all riding sea animals. They look a little cold. The Five of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands. Isn't that pretty? The 10. Oh, I just look at her and I think of a headache. It's like she's got a headache. King of Swords. That's a great King of Swords, isn't it? And Judgment. Yeah, lovely, lovely deck. That's the Mermaid Tarot. And the last of the Dame Darcy decks that I have is the Witchy Cat Tarot, which is her latest deck, and it's just been released, and I do have a walkthrough of it on my channel if you'd like to see that. I'd like to get a walkthrough of a lot of these decks, hopefully one day. This is an adorable back to a card. I love this and the Alice, the Queen Alice one a lot. It's adorable. So this doesn't have any gilding, and this is way different energy, I feel. All 3 of the decks have very different energy. They're really not similar. It's got this unusual black border that's like not straight. And it's got a lot of darkness in the deck. I really love this one. It's I'll just put them in. I just had to put them all facing the right way again. So we've got the Four of Pentacles here. So I've done a few readings with this deck in the last few weeks, and it reads really well. It feels like like it really gets you in touch with your, oh, I don't know how to say it. It's not a rebel side because it goes past being the rebel. I love this one, Two of Pentacles. That's a good one. I feel it goes past the rebel, the rebel who tries to be a rebel or is impressed with himself for being rebellious or really wants to make a point of how rebellious they are. It's sort of like it goes way past that, and it's just someone who's extremely comfortable with their true self, like their light and shadow and everything. this deck is marvelous. Like it sort of understands all of me, I feel, or a part of me that other decks just don't reach sometimes. That's the Five of Swords. It's definitely no goody two-shoes deck. Opposite of that. So, yeah. King of Wands. A little putty cat there. I love all the black cats in it. So it is called Witchy Cat. So, but I love it when they... Oh, this one's adorable. The Ace of Cups. Look at her eyes. A little bow tie. She's having a good time there with that. And the Nine of Wands. I love the expression. And the claws are out. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. I really enjoy this deck. I love this Empress. That's a beautiful Empress. The Knight of Wands. Yeah. And this one I feel is so dramatic. It does remind me of an opera scene, which I remember saying in my walkthrough, that it just looks like an opera scene. The Death, I love that one as well. Star card. This deck really makes me happy for some reason. I like it. So that is The Witchy Cat by Dame Darcy. And last we have the beautiful Fairy Tale Tarot by Bubba Studio. I have filmed a unboxing of this because I did get it brand new and a walkthrough, and I haven't uploaded it yet just because I was a bit shy from how much I gushed at all the cards. But I'd like to edit it a bit and put it up one day. This is the Ace of Swords. I adore this deck. Look at that, the Eight of Cups. Absolutely stunning, and it doesn't disappoint. I loved my Disney movies when I was a little kid, and I've been so fussy with fairy tale tarot decks. I just kept saying no to every fairy tale deck until I could get this one, except, you know, the Alice ones, but all the other fairy tale decks, a lot of them anyway, that are based on a lot of fairy tales, I just always felt there's no point getting that because this is the one I want. And I ended up finally getting it, which is great. I love this Ten of Cups card. This one is just about the story of two snails who meet, get married. It's a really sweet, cute story. And the parents are just really happy that their son has met someone and has fallen in love and got married. And it's just this really simple story that's gorgeous. So yeah, to me, Disney was always so colourful and absolutely beautiful. And with this fairy tale deck, I feel it has to have a touch of Disney in it, in its beauty. And this deck does not disappoint with its beauty, even though the fairy tales are from all around the world, not just sort of American-based ones, but everywhere, from Europe, everywhere, the Middle East. And some of the stories are absolutely beautiful, and they're really touching, because I think fairy tales are really touching, you know, sometimes, so they really drive home the feeling and the emotion. I love this one. It reminds me of the Bohemian Gothic, Four of Coins as well, where you get a very similar image, which is another Bubba Studio deck. Four of Wands. The High Priestess. When I first saw this, I thought, oh, it looks so much more like an Empress. But I've sort of come to terms with it now. I read the guidebook for it. I still sort of feel that. I haven't quite got over it yet. There's our Death card. I'm trying to remember the meaning of this. He was asked to go back to a cave that had a treasure in it. I'm trying to remember the meaning of it. I read the thing, but I think I have to reread it to remember it again. There's some lady who told him about a treasure in a cave, and he went there and he got it. I can't remember really what happened. The Wheel of Fortune. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, this Emperor card with all those colours. This glowing violet, indigo type colour. It's just... And this, look how beautiful. This one's about an emperor who had a mechanical bird. And he had this beautiful natural bird. And he had a mechanical bird made for him that would sing for him. The Hierophant. Oof, that's pretty, isn't it? The Three of Cups. I adored the story of this. This is one of my favourites. So you have three brothers here, and they've got a half sister, I believe it was, or a stepsister. I can't remember, but each of the brothers, they all had like a pet, a wolf, and she didn't. And they all went out one day, and they got themselves into some trouble. And the sister went off with one of the boys, and there's lots of things that happen, but the end of the story is that she betrays them. And in the end, but the boys all come together and they help each other out because they are unified. And the message very much was sort of like a three of cups in reverse sort of meaning, where it was largely about the girl who always was never part of the group, and because of that was bitter and not good to them, and she never got the same treatment as them. Like, she didn't have the same things that they had, and it gave me quite a heavy sort of feeling about the Three of Cups, of the other side of it when you're outside that social connection, or of how people can behave when they're excluded or feel not good enough. It was a really beautiful, touching story. Nine of Cups, just having a piggy little feast. The Devil. Yeah. This is beautiful. Seven of Cups. I could just go through this. Oh, I love these dogs. Aren't they gorgeous? Yeah, so that is the Fairy Tale Tarot by Bubba Studio. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll have another part up soon. Bye for now.